Greetings, fifth grade mathematicians, and welcome back to another great day of teaching and learning here in fifth grade math at Hamilton E. Holmes Elementary School. We have two I can statements. Our first I can statement for this lesson is I can multiply decimal numbers by powers of 10 to solve word problems. And our second I can statement is I can use a beginning, middle, end graphic organizer to retell word problems in fifth grade math. So our question of the day is, Kaylin went to the H.E. Holmes candy store and bought 100 gumballs to share with her friends. The gumballs cost 23 cents each. So how much money did Kaylin spend on the gumballs? So the first thing that I want to do is pull up my graphic organizer and retell my story problem. So let's go back to the problem. The first thing Kaylin did was go to the candy store at H.E. Holmes and buy 100 gumballs. So I'm going to pull out my text tool. Kaylin went to the store and bought 100 gumballs. Using my text tool. And I'm going to go ahead and slide this over to the beginning because that's what happened at the beginning of my story, of my word problem. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller because it's now, there we go, on another part of my graphic organizer. And I don't want to cut any of my words off. So now I'm going to go back to the problem and find out what happened in the middle. The gumballs cost 23 cents each. All right, so I'm going to add that to the middle. And I'm going to use a dollar sign, a period for a decimal, and 2, 3. Okay, they cost 23 cents each. And then I'm going to drag that to the middle. Now I'm going to go back to my problem. How much money did Kaylin spend on the gumballs? Okay, so that's my end. My question is my end. Okay, your question is going to be your end. And I'm going to drag that to my end. Now I have to create an equation. So I'm going to go back into rereading the beginning, middle, and end and look for clue words, operation clue words. So Kaylin went to the store and bought 100 gumballs. I don't see any operation clue words there. The gumballs cost 23 cents each. Ha, I see the word each. So I want to underline the word each. And I'm going to use my red marker. Or circle it or highlight it. I'm going to highlight it. All right. How much money did Kaylin spend on the gumballs? Well, since they cost 23 cents each, that means I'm going to multiply the number 100 by 23 cents. So I'm going to choose a different tool to write with. Let me get my eraser. All right. So my equation is going to be, and I want a color that's going to show up on the screen. Let's go with red. It's going to be 100. And I'm just going to freehand this. 100. And then my operation symbol is going to be for multiplication times. And then the second number is 23. So 100 times 23, or 0.23. So let's take this over to the whiteboard. Oh, I don't like that. That's writing ugly. And you guys know Miss Fowler is a stickler. So using my black pen, I have the number 100. on my scratch paper, and then the multiplication symbol, and then decimal 2, 3. And then I'm going to put an equal sign. So now we all know we watched Mr. Dole before we went out on break. And Mr. means multiply. The M in Mr. means multiply. And the R means go to the right. So the first thing that I want to do is count the number of zeros. And I see that I have 2 zeros right here. So now I know that I'm going to move my decimal point 2 places to the right. So that's 1, 2. Okay. So now my final answer or product is $23. That is how much money Kaylin spent on the gumballs for her friends. $23. And I can add the decimal point to the end and put 2 zeros, because that's the correct way to write out $23. Now I'm going to go back to my graphic organizer and I'm going to write the answer out. So $, 23. Decimal point 0, 0. Okay. Now you are going to select a word problem. You're going to have a choice of 2 word problems in this Nearpod deck. You're going to select one of those word problems. You're going to retell the word problem from the beginning, middle, and end and fill in the graphic organizer. Then you're going to create an equation. You're going to go to a scratch sheet of paper. You're going to use the strategy from Mr. Dole, multiply, move the decimal to the right, the same number of places as there are zeros in your power of 10. And you're going to write your answer down in this last box. Everything Miss Fowler just did, you are going to do. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you're going to ask 3 friends in your class before you ask me. This assignment will be due this Friday, which is, I believe, is January the 8th, no later than 5:00 p.m. If you have any questions, please send Ms. Fowler a note on Microsoft Teams, and I'm more than happy to help. Our I can statement again for this lesson is, I can retell math word problems using beginning, middle, end graphic organizers, and I can multiply decimal numbers by powers of 10 using the Mr. Dole strategy. Until next time, 5th grade mathematicians, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you back for another great day of teaching and learning at Hamilton E. Holmes Elementary School.